Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Pankotsu Akuma. You guys might have realized I'm actually already at the choosing route screen. That's because I don't want to start at the opening title screen. I feel like at some point I am just going to forget to censor the CG where, probably after I'm done with Emmy here, it's gonna have her and on the title screen. I'm gonna forget censoring the CG where her boobs are just sprawled all over the screen. So that's the reason why we're actually here. Because it's gonna reduce the chance that I'm gonna forget about that. Or it's not gonna reduce the chance. I know I will forget about that. I know myself. And it's gonna make it 100% that we are not going to see those boobies. For YouTube anyway. But yeah, I just came back from the gym, the usual stuff. Ate some food and stuff. I've been kind of eating way too much though. Yesterday, like during dinner, I ate like 3 portions of a meal. That's not good. I'm being a bit too much of a glutton. Like it tastes good, of course, and I didn't feel like I was bloated or really full all that much. But I know for a fact that that's not really a good idea. I was also like dumping so much mayo and stuff. Mayo is not very good, guys. Like, the taste is good. What I'm trying to say is that it's not very good for you in terms of nutrition and health. It's literally just what? Egg and oil? So it's just you basically chugging a lot of oil. But yeah, let's actually talk about the last episode recap. So the last episode, we actually did the site route for this girl, Hama-chan. It was a dumpster fire, but hey, it's a dumpster fire for a good reason, and I kind of enjoy just shit talking about it. The H scene, of course, is still very high quality, the CG and stuff, because it's Sayori. Like, if you don't know anything about Tama-chan and you just want to see the H scene, I feel like you can fap to it. Like, don't need to care about Tama-chan, you don't need to care about her personality. This is why I'm starting to understand people, those guys that actually just fap the CG without any sort of context. You don't have to actually, because some characters are just, they're just written so bad that you don't want to know about them at all. You just want to fantasize, oh man, this is a hot scene, this is a hot CG, I'm gonna fap to it. This girl's like, has X personality and I'm doing this to her, blah, blah, blah. You can just make shit up and it's going to be better than what the hell they're trying to portray for Tama-chan right here. She made me realize that, yeah, it's better for us to be able to do that. Like, goddamn. It's also the same case when I was doing Rika. Like, the problem with Rika, though, was that I was also exposed to a lot of 8 scenes back to back. So that was the reason why I was very aggressive and also violent with all the thoughts that I had when I was playing through that. If the 8 scenes were a bit more sparse and I didn't have to get all the 8 scenes, I probably would have liked the 8 scenes a bit more. But because every time I see them, they're not really spaced out that well, since every gameplay segment, there's almost always going to be an 8 scene for you when you get beaten by an enemy, right? So yeah, it was mostly just because of not recency bias. What bias is it? When you're exposed to it too much. But alright, as I said, I'm going to be doing Emmy's route, and after that we're going to do Reika-san for the site route. What I said on the last episode, so let us do Emmy's route. I remember a tiny bit, I guess, about Emmy's route. As I said, guys, I played this mostly to fap back in the day, so, like, Miyabi-senpai, I don't know anything about her, like, whatsoever. I think I almost finished Emmy's route back then. But yeah. The what? The what? Maiso? What did she say in Japanese? Let me reread that. How do you do it? Mai suyoku? Is that what she said? I thought that, like, swimming in Japanese was like oyogi or something like that. Emmy comes to interrupt me as I rest under the parasol. Of course, the first thing out of her mouth would include some weird, newly invented word. Puzzled, I tilt my head to the side. It's raining outside, by the way, guys, so there is 100% no interruption with the grinder from my neighbor. I can't really blame my neighbor, though, for using the grinder, right? He didn't really used to use the grinder all that much, but because no one actually talked about it, he was kind of tasting everyone's, you know, adaptation levels, right? And because no one actually ever talked to him about it, he just kept doing it. And if I were in his shoes, I'd probably do the same. That's why next time when I'm actually recording, I'm gonna go down and be like, can you please stop for about 2 hours when I'm recording a video? So yeah, I can't really blame him. It's probably because no one actually got bothered by the noise. Sis swimming? Kaisuyoku, so that's swimming in the ocean. Kaisuyoku. The result has nothing to do with the ocean though. Kaisuyoku. Where'd the mention of the ocean go? Wait, no, that doesn't even make sense. Hmm? I don't really understand if people get excited by swimsuits. To me, they're just alright. On cue with her words, Emmy strikes a suggestive pose, but I'm one of those guys that don't really care when, like, girls also use lingerie, by the way, so don't make me like the the baseline for liking these stuff. Just a hint of the childlike features she once had remains. And while it's hard to see through the voluptuous curves she's developed over the years, the combination of the two makes her look cute beyond anyone else here. I'm her brother, but even I feel my heart quicken a little bit at the sight. So I'd be lying if I said I didn't think she was hot. It doesn't, but that has nothing to do with your looks at all. I'm like the Buddha. My mind is clear. My virtue is an impenetrable wall. Please don't talk about that. Oh yeah, that's our first 8 scene. And goddamn, that was hot. I won't be able to sit still if we stay on that topic. In fact, I'd be standing tall before long, so to speak. Look, what I'm trying to say is, what kind of guy gets excited over just seeing any woman in a bikini? I mean, really. I mean, even if, like, it does get me hard, it's probably not because of the outfit itself. I mean, it's probably because of your body itself. Like, I don't know. I mean, there are those people that say that it's better for girls to be almost naked instead of fully naked. It's like the beauty. Like, my friend back in high school always said that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. It's better for them to almost be naked than be totally naked. I'm like, okay, alright. Whatever you say, bro. Both choices are the same. Where's my no option? The main issue with that is, what kind of brother gets sexually excited by seeing his sister in a swimsuit? The fact that this idea shocks you is a problem. I mean, in these sort of games, Emmy, like, the fact that I actually played Oni-chan, the Oni Kiss, I don't know if you guys know that, it's made by, let's see, who is it made by? I don't remember the name. Some Tinkle Position, I believe, was the developer. And it's basically just one guy having like 4 sisters. And if you actually do all of the routes, you get a harem ending and you can even bang the mom. I'm like, god damn, this is something else. And yeah, I played through that to completion and I enjoyed it. It was pretty fun. I like it. I mean, the reason why people play these games with the emoto stuff is because they know it's taboo. And it's the sense of immorality, right? There are a lot of guys in the world with sisters, and you owe all of them an apology. Or do we owe them gratitude for not being that way? Say thank you, dear sister. I don't know where my mind is going right now.
まあこんなに可愛い妹に浴場しないとかイマンチとしてどうなのよ。
I mean, in these sort of games, I probably don't. When I'm not horny, of course, I'm probably not going to take a look at Emmy and be like, yeah, you're hot. I mean, she's hot still, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, you make me horny, you know? But this girl is a stepsister, so I guess even in a lot of countries, that's still okay. Like, I believe in America, you actually get a lot of porn with your stepdad or stepmom or step whatever. They don't really want to go into the territory of not step stuff. Is from what I know. Like, I personally don't care in porn. It's a setting anyway, right? You're doing some deep dark fantasies and shit. Whoever said I call myself that? Don't you go smearing my reputation now.
まあというのは冗談で
I have no way of knowing how much of that was actually serious.
お兄ちゃんって私のことどう思ってるの？女の子として見てるの？見てないの？私はお兄ちゃんのことは好きだよ。
Now she's coming at me straight. I can detect more than a trace of seriousness in her tone this time. She hasn't stopped gazing into my eyes. I feel like her eyes are going to suck me in.
そこんとこどうなの？この際はっきりさせちゃおうよ。貯めるのって体に良くないよね。うん、良くない。
Yeah, and that's why I can masturbate at me. I don't need to have sex if I'm horny, you know?
ここはパーッと妹でその鬱憤を晴らしちゃおう。
I'm not a freaking animal, okay, Emmy? Look, I see what you mean, but there's something seriously wrong with that. She seemed so serious until those words came out of her mouth. I'm having a lot of trouble figuring out whether she means what she says or not, actually. It feels like she's just teasing me the way she always does. And yet somehow not quite so. Ugh. Emmy did just say she wants to set the record straight between us. So on that note, how do I actually feel about her? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, you do have 2 X chromosomes and all, so I won't deny your femininity.
難しい言葉を使おうとすると逆にバカに見えるよ。
Ah,
そもそもね、そもそもの話をするよ。私たちって兄弟だけど血はつながってないんだよ。
yeah, pretty much. My parents adopted Emmy after all. Like, if I was in his shoes, I probably wouldn't care at all if she's my stepsister. But if she was my blood sister, then yes, I probably would, you know, care a bit more. But to be honest, if I'm horny, I don't care whether or not they're blood sisters or stepsisters. That's my main point, okay? But if I'm not horny, a stepsister is fine. But blood sister, whoa, 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 we need to calm down. I need to think about this 100 times. Hell, Emmy's not even from the same realm as me.
じゃあつながっちゃってもいいと思わない？
What exactly do you mean by connected?
お兄ちゃんは妹の口からそういうこと言わせたいの？
Okay, I get it. You don't have to say it. I know exactly what she means by connecting. The next step above what we did last time.
私にもリリ姉たちみたいにチャンスがあるってことでいいの？ダメなの？
I don't know how to answer that. Emmy is my sister and I wouldn't give her up for the world. Blood related or not, we're family. I want to be the one she relies on for help. I would do anything for her. Whatever she needs, I want to provide it. So if she seriously wants to be my girlfriend, what should I do? How am I supposed to answer that question?
否定しないってことは可能性はゼロじゃないってことでいいんだよね。
You're kind of pushing a bit too hard though, Emmy.
全くチャンスがないってわけじゃないってことでいいんだよね。
I don't know. What a non-committal response. I'm a walking ball of hesitation today. Maybe I really am the most airheaded out of all of us.
そうなんだ。なるほどね。
Emmy pauses for a moment, ponders something, and agrees with herself about it. She nods a couple of times for a good measure. You need to be an airhead to play these harem games, by the way, guys. If you're too strong with your opinions, there's no way, like, a strong MC would be able to become surrounded by girls when he's committed into his personality. That's actually why a lot of those harem animes slash stories are always with airheaded MCs.
じゃあ私にローション塗ろっかお兄ちゃん。
Where'd that come from?
大丈夫大丈夫。お兄ちゃんの考えはなんとなく分かってるつもりだから。これからもお兄ちゃん兼ブラコン構成役としてよろしくね。
I think I told you guys that I watched Mahoka Coco, right? A couple of weeks ago. Maybe at this point, a month ago. This was before I watched Oshinoko. And I actually like the pairing of Tatsuya and Miyuki, even though they're blood related. It's weird. But there's a reason why it's like that, right? There's a reason why it's like that.
今はそういうことにしといてあげる。
And even though that anime is like classified sort of like a harem, you kind of know that each girl is kind of already into someone else. Like there's a lot of girls in that anime, but you don't really see them being like shoved into the main character too much, other than Miyuki. Besides, he only cares about Miyuki anyway. Really now. Another mischievous grin. I'm starting to feel that she's more of a demon than an angel.
だからとりあえずローション塗ろっか。
Like I said, how'd you arrive at that? I mean, I don't think we're gonna have sex here yet, okay? What? You really did not! You really did not need to show the CG again, though. Even though it's fucking hot. You guys on YouTube, you guys will be getting a black screen, alright? Whoa! At least Emmy wasn't moaning there. Just a dream. I breathe an involuntary sigh. My dreams are plagued with visions of Emmy and I rubbing against each other. That brother complex isn't going to change anytime soon if we try something like that again. It'd still have been way over the line, even if she didn't have that complex. I mean, even if she wasn't my sister, it would have been wrong. That's not something you should be doing with someone who isn't your lover. What time is it anyway? Yeah, you say that, Ren, but you've already done it with all 5 of them. I look at the clock to find it's just a little bit shy of the time that I had to wake up. I'm going back to sleep. Good night again, world.
お兄ちゃん。
Stop with the CG, damn you! Ugh, no! On top of that image waking me up, and now it won't leave my mind. I can't sleep like this. Maybe a bit of gaming will get my mind off of it. I don't understand why these people never actually say, I'm gonna, I'm gonna whack my wiener so that I can clear my mind. Why? This game called Edelweiss, back when I was first started like visual novels and shit, the main character is so perverted, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go beat my meat. And from the same developers, this was I forgot the developer, god damn it. It was the guys who also made Kira. It's the developer. I can't believe I forgot this. But yeah. Nothing clears the mind like staring at a screen. Renyu's Lick. Super effective. Renyu's Harden. Ren's Toughness Rose. This is probably Pokemon. Renyu's Slam. Emmy's Pleased. Gotta stay calm. Now's not the time to freak out. My game's been tampered with again. No need to guess who the culprit is. But I'm not the same man I was back. I'm not the same man I was back at our old home. There we go. I'm not shouting this time. She won't get her wish. Well, if my mobile games won't work, let's try the console. Sister Quest. I love you, Anishan. You swapped out my game for something else. Sister Quest is an RPG where the protagonist goes on an adventure with his sister to save the world. I guess this is supposed to parody Dragon Quest? As one might expect, it has some raunchy scenes with the sister. I suppose the I love you Onichan subtitle makes that much obvious at least. I'm not about to give up yet, Emmy. If she switched out the discs, all I have to do is find the original one and put that in. I get up and search every corner of the room for the game, but... of my room. What the hell? Where is it? Just FAP! If you're done fapping, guys, you are going to have mental clarity. Like, you don't even need to fap to your sister. You can fap to anything else. I'm not gonna voice act this. And so my day begins. A, a lot of the games that I've been playing really don't do that. Like, the main character is never fap. What is wrong? What is wrong with fapping? It's not taboo. People don't talk about it, but I don't doubt that people fap a lot. There's a reason why No Fap November, or No Nut November, is so popular, guys. Why do you feel the need to do this to me all the time?
お兄ちゃん、妹に会って第一声がそれなの？朝なんだからちゃんと挨拶しなくちゃダメだよ。おはよう、お兄ちゃん。今日もいい朝だね。
Yeah, sure. Good morning. Now let's eat breakfast and skip our way to school arm in arm. It's something I'm really not in the mood to say. Now, would you care to tell me why you do these things?
どうしてって、お兄ちゃんのことが好きだからだよ。
Oh gee, I guess I can't argue with that. How do you expect me to react?
もともとお兄ちゃんのことは好きだったけど、この間のスマタでもっと本気になっちゃったんだもん。
Bumpin' uglies. Yeah, I hear her say sumata there. The intercrural sex thing. So she does love me then.
冗談とかじゃないからね。本気って書いてマジって読むやつだよ。ガチってやつだよ。
I mean, if I were to be Ren right now, I'm actually going to reciprocate her feelings, but I'm going to say no sexual stuff. If she doesn't like me after that, then yeah, we're sorry, Emmy. You're just lusting after my body, I guess. But I kind of feel like she's probably going to be able to withstand it, though. She's been able to do it ever since we're kids. I was aware that Emmy was fond of me to some extent. But now that she's being so assertive, I have to recognize her sincerity. But if that's the case, what you just did is definitely way more roundabout than how you'd usually act.
お兄ちゃんはまた私に芋またされたいの？
No, that's not what I was getting at.
まあ、お兄ちゃんたらしょうがないにゃー。
Emmy playfully chides me and comes closer, and gently slides her hand over my balls. What? Stop that! So far, it's the same sexual harassment she's trademarked. Cut that out.
もうわかったよ。今日のスリスリはこれで終わり。はい、やめやめ。
Okay. She wasn't very stubborn about it this time. Normally, she would pay my objection no mind. I've lived with Emmy for a long time. She isn't acting like her usual self. You aren't being as pushy as usual. What made you back off so quickly this time?
たまにはね。
Just felt like it, huh?
お兄ちゃんうまい。
She's so loud. You're hiding something, aren't you, Emmy?
バレバレってやつ？
How long do you think I've known you? I won't be mad. Just tell me the truth, okay? What's up your sleeve? Emmy makes a hesitant face briefly, then purses her lips in resignation.
お兄ちゃんにさ、前にキューピッドの話をしたでしょ？
Yeah? She means the fact that she's descended from Cupid.
お兄ちゃんのためにもう一回説明してあげるね。
Oh, you don't have to.
もう一回説明してあげるね。
Okay?
始まりは紀元前15世紀頃に遡るんだけど。
Wait, the timeline of this is that long? Skipping the redundant bits.
それで、私の家系には黄金の矢と鉛の矢っていう力があってね。
Arrows, gold, and lead? Got it.
黄金の矢は愛情を芽生えさせる矢。鉛の矢は愛情を拒絶させる矢なの。アポロンの好きな人がね、鉛の矢で撃たれてアポロンの愛を拒絶しちゃったの。
It's quite the negative ending for an ancient myth. Sounds like Apollo really got the short end of the stick. Okay, so what exactly does this story have to do with your obedient attitude right now?
私が芸能界にいたことも話したよね。私は芸能界にいたから他人の汚い一面をいっぱい知ってるの。
I mean, yeah, I probably could understand that.
事務所のゴリ押し、人気のある子に対しての陰湿ないじめとか、あと枕営業とかも。
Yeah, you don't really do it yourself because you're still a kid. But I don't know, man. There are some sick fucks out there. I'd always heard that showbiz wasn't all sunshine and happiness. But no matter how common the rumors of that were, I never imagined just how true they might actually be. But well, everyone says the same thing about smoke and fire.
私はね、世の中が悪い人ばっかりだって小さい頃から知ってるよ。
Yes, so have I. That might be an overdramatic way to put it. She's not wrong. There's probably a lot more bad people than good people in the world. There's probably more neutral people though. But I can't dismiss her words. Emmy's demeanor suggests that she's actually seen all of this firsthand. Still, it's not like every person in the world is inherently as bad as the people she describes.
お兄ちゃんのことは大好きだし、他の子にお兄ちゃんを取られたくない。お兄ちゃんの恋人になりたいって思ってるけど。
Emmy's voice halts after the words escape her lips. She lowers her gaze as if she's thinking something unspeakable about me. I feel that she has more to say, yet can't bring herself to finish expressing her feelings. Are you afraid to trust me like you are with the rest of those people you've met? I followed the train of thought she's been writing and finished her statement for her.
怖いとはちょっと違うかな。どちらかといえば諦めに近い感じなのかも。
Tempted to give up. Give up?
信用してもいいことなんてないし、むしろ損することのが多いでしょ。
Mm-hmm. Understandable.
だって他人なんて所詮そんなものでしょ。
They probably do. I wasn't expecting Emmy to throw a philosophical statement at me. That's just another generalization, I think. And I don't think it's a wrong generalization, though. It's basic human nature, right? We got both devils and angels inside of us. There's virtue and also evil deeds inside of us.
でもね、お兄ちゃんのことは信じてるよ。だけど、好きになればなるほど慎重になっちゃうんだよね。
I get the sense that this must be the reason that she hasn't forced herself upon me for another friction session yet. To oversimplify the issue, Emmy's overly anxious about us. Emmy's a smart girl, and she's gone through quite a lot in the years leading up to where we are now. Of course, she can't help the impulse to be cautious about things.
だから、なかなか最後の一歩が踏み出せないって感じ？
That'd be much more believable if you weren't cupping my balls again right now.
スリスリ、たまたま。
Well, maybe she's trying to hide the anxiety by doing those sexual stuff, but even then, I feel like that's a bad thing to do. I'm not sure if the whole I have to be careful about this spiel holds much water with you acting like this.
でか？
So dumb.
やるからして。
I'm sitting in class, mind clouded by thoughts of Emmy.
信用してもいいことなんてないし、むしろ損することのが多いでしょ。
Damn these Naruto flashbacks. This is literally like 2 seconds ago, Ren!
だって他人なんて所詮そんなものでしょ。
So now I know that she's got trouble trusting other people. Maybe it's not my place to say this, but I think she's got an exaggerated opinion of humanity. I don't think so. I'm actually in favor of what Emmy is thinking right now. Whatever the case, it's hard not to feel some degree of pity. Yeah, and I also hate the fact that people... Like, I don't need people to pity me. This is not something that you need to feel pitiful for. I feel like I'm right. What right do you have to actually pity me? I want to help her somehow. I'm Emmy's brother. I'm actually taking this a bit too personally. Even though I know Ren is not really attacking me. Shouldn't there be something I can do to alleviate her fear of trusting people? This is the main thing that's plaguing Emmy's mind. At the very least, I have to address this issue right away. But how exactly do I go about healing Emmy's faith in humanity? I have no earthly idea what the solution to that might be.
レンちゃん、タマの授業中に何をぼーっとしているのですか？
I'm actually not though.
じゃあ、タマが何を説明したかちゃんと言ってみろなのです。
Consequently, therefore, accordingly...
タ ちゃんと話を聞いてたくらいで勝った気になられては困るのです。
I mean, you're never actually teaching us shit.
レンちゃんの年頃だと授業が退屈だという気持ちはよーくわかります。
I mean, my class, I actually cannot. Well, I can sleep a couple classes, but there are some classes that even I don't want to actually not pay attention to because if I don't pay attention, oh, I'm gonna get fucked. I'm gonna get fucked. Not because the teacher is like bad or anything. It's because like the exam is tough.
だからといって窓の外を眺めて黄昏れるのは先生に失礼だとは思わないのですか？
I mean, a lot of my teachers don't really care as long as you're competent enough to not, to not fail the exam.
話をそらしてる。うん、そらしてるね。
Whenever she can't come up with a proper retort, Tama-chan always starts talking about nothing particularly engaging. I'm not spacing out though. I'm too lost in thoughts to be spaced out, much less process anything I see through the window. My seat isn't even next to the window anywhere.
悩んでる俺かっけーという気持ちはよーくわかります。たまにもそういう時期が、いえ、むしろ今でもそう思うことが多々ありますから。
I mean, my friend actually does that too back in high school. I hope he doesn't do that anymore because he has a girlfriend now. He's not married yet, but he's been dating for about 3 years. But yeah, he actually used to do that just to make the image of acting cool, have something in his mind even though he's like basically thinking nothing. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
そりゃあ、タマたちは生きているのですから、嫌なことも多少なりともあるでしょう。だけれどもですよ。
I have no idea what she's trying to say, so I choose not to bother listening anymore. Not a single articulated word is coming to mind at the moment.
レン君、本当にさっきからぼーっとしてるけど、大丈夫？もしかして体調が悪いとか？あ、わかった。レン君眠いんでしょ。私と同じだね。
Why aren't you sleeping right now, Riria? Please don't assume I'm the same as you.
ひどい。なんか今日のレン君は冷たいよ。冷え冷えだね。
Is there really nothing I can do for Emmy? That thought is overshadowing every aspect of my mind. Is it really that wrong, guys, to not trust a lot of people? Like, I trust my friends, my close friends, but I don't trust a lot of people, right? I don't think this is a wrong opinion to have or a wrong mindset to have. If you're too trustful of other people, they're gonna backstab you. In my industry, man, if you're not very careful about what you do, you're gonna get abused. You're gonna get used up. It's like a lot of business relationships are, transactional relationships. So is it really wrong for you to be cautious about trusting people? I personally don't think so. I feel like if you're too trustful, you're either in a very good position where you're never, where you're, I guess you're probably in a very good condition, yeah. You're in a good household, you're in a good neighborhood, and your job doesn't allow you or doesn't need you to do any sort of weird accusational things or, being cautious of other people's underlying intent. Which, in my opinion, is... Would I be happy if I were to live that sort of life? That's oblivious to a lot of things though, right? That's ignorant. Ignorant is bliss. I don't think I would be happy. It would be a fake happiness, I feel like, if you don't take a look at what's at the world around you. Well, not around you, but outside of your like glass ball. Fast forward to the late afternoon after school. Nothing's changed all day. Thoughts of Emmy still fill my mind. But no matter how I entertain them, the answer to that nagging question eludes me. In the end, should I just accept that there's nothing I can do as her brother to fix her problem? Whoa! You scared me. Don't just pop out like that. Shut up, Gomi. I like his voice actor. Who is his voice actor? I gotta take a look once I'm done with this game. What, you want to play counselor for me today? You know what? I'm actually gonna take a look right now. Let's see. Pankatsu Akuma. I really like his voice. Okay, Pankatsu Akuma. Characters, Gome. Let's see, characters. Gome, where you at, Gome? You're at the very bottom. What? What? No fucking way! What? This is Fia! What? What? Huh? Oh my god. I'm mind blown. Huh? This is Fia? Oh, what? You're kidding me! What? Oh my god. I'm actually mind blown. Jesus, your voice actress is fucking insane. What the hell? This is Sora from 992. Holy shit. What? I didn't know this at all. Wow, okay, wow. I'm pretty mind blown, guys. What, you want to play counselor for me today? I'm pretty mind blown. Okay, fine, don't rush me. I won't find the answer if all I do is let the question echo in my own head. I was just talking about how we are gonna do Amayui Labyrinth Macer like tomorrow, and holy shit. What an insane coincidence. When one has a problem, the most effective solution is to consult someone else who can help. Even if that someone happens to be a weird, semi-mythical creature. Well, the thing is, I'm worried about Emmy for a number of reasons. She told me that she finds it really difficult to put her trust in others, but I don't know what I can do to dispel that fear. I mean, doesn't that sound downright tragic to you? No? And I'm sure that at heart, Emmy herself hates being that way. At least, that's what I believe. So my wish is to be of some help to Emmy. That's all I can say about it.
Sure.
She doesn't sound like Fia at all, like goddamn. This is insane, the range of this girl. Gome-chan abruptly leaves. I knew that Larda would do that. Now I feel even more stressed out than before that bleach white monster showed up. Gome-chan, you goddamn moron! Shigeru floats in as if to replace Gome-chan. Shigeru sings to me as I stew in my anxiety. You're the only one here trying to cheer me up, Shigeru. That recognition alone is enough to soothe my nerves, at least somewhat. Wait a minute. What am I doing, tearing my mind apart so desperately over Emmy? The obvious answer is that she's my sister. She's very dear to me for that reason. But is the way I feel about her really just brotherly affection? Man, you suck, Shigeru. I'd still say that's brotherly affection, yeah. You care about her, and that's about it. I mean, my care about, like, my family is, like, I care about them, but if they're not gonna listen to me, I don't care about them anymore. Like, you know, they're free to do whatever the fuck they want. Like, so I'd say, yeah, that's probably just brotherly affection. I mean, even if my, like, See, this is something that I want to actually discuss when I'm playing Amayui, when I, like, start Amayui. So, I feel like I'm not really someone who's ready to love someone else, right? I love myself, I know that for a fact, but man, I really want to explain this feeling a lot more, but it involves actually talking about the bad ending of Amayui, so I'm probably not gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow when I start Amayui. Hmm? Loved and beloved, is it? Huh. Love, huh? Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's it. Shigeru's lyrics have opened my eyes to the truth. The reason I'm so worried over Emmy is quite simply love. I get it now. I love Emmy. For the first time, my feelings seem clear to me. I don't love Emmy merely as my sister, but as a woman. And that's why my anxiety over her hesitation to trust me is so intense. Now that I'm aware of this, it makes my job that much easier. There's definitely something I can do for her in this respect. If Emmy's reluctant to go out on a limb to fully trust me, then I'll be the one to take the first step. I'll approach her so that we can become true lovers. From there, I'll gradually show her that she can let herself believe in other people as well. Thanks, Shigeru. I'm going to go and tell Emmy how I feel.
美しいポエ人生よ限りないパイ喜びよ
Do people in Japan actually think this is this is like a good karaoke voice? I hope not, because I'm like, what? How is this good? How is this considered good? In what felt like an instant, my opinion of Shigeru has taken a sharp turn in a positive direction. I'm still pretty, like...
お兄ちゃんどうしたの？こんな時間に私のこと呼び出しちゃって。
I'm still pretty blown away by the fact that Gome is actually Fia, guys. I'm like, what? God damn. God damn.
あ、もしかして芋待たされる気になったとか？もうしょうがないにゃ。そのムラムラを妹の私が解消してあげるよ。
Another round of sexual harassment begins. Amy might be playing her usual games with me, but I'm sure her heart's in another place right now. If I were to ask you for that, would you do it?
あ、いやそれはなんていうか、本当に芋待たしてほしいの？今日のお兄ちゃんは結構マジな感じ？
Now she seems uneasy. I can tell that she doesn't actually want to do that again right now. I'm kidding, Amy.
なんだ、冗談か。お兄ちゃんがついに妹に目覚めちゃったのかと思ったよ。
I mean, it's kind of weird that she is averse to doing this when she was the one that did it in the first place. Maybe after she did that, she developed some sort of weird feelings or something, weird anxiety.
残念だな。残念。
It would have been a lot more interesting if Emmy was actually the one that didn't do any sort of sexual things to us, right? Then it would make her sort of unique and her case would actually make sense. The fact that we actually did something to her makes me not believe the consistency of her personality here. As soon as I say I'm kidding, Emmy's composure returns to her in a wave of relief. Hey Emmy, I've got something important to talk about, so listen close, okay?
大切なこと？急に真面目な顔してどうしたの？そんな真面目な顔してるお兄ちゃん初めて見たよ。
My heart rate is picking up. I can't think of any reason for this other than the idea that this is a fight or flight response. Still, I've already resolved myself to take it this far. I'm going to see it through. Emmy, I'm in love with you. She barely even utters one syllable due to the shock. My head's been swimming with all these thoughts, wondering how to define what I'm feeling, and I've arrived at that answer. I love you, Emmy.
お兄ちゃんが私のことを好き？今日ってエイプリルフールだったっけ？
This isn't a joke or anything of the sort. I mean every word.
あ、わかった。それって妹として家族として好きってことでしょ？もうびっくりさせないでよ。言葉が全然足りてないから勘違いしそうになっちゃったじゃん。
I don't mean brotherly love. I love you as a man loves a woman.
でもお兄ちゃん本気？
She's half in shock, half ready to believe. If words alone can't convince her, actions will have to do the job. Emmy, can I kiss you? That's not something men do with their sisters, is it?
スマタはしちゃう変態お兄ちゃん。
She's not wrong. We've already done something weirder. Stop that, dummy. I won't let her cut this short by talking about that. She's not wrong, though. Anyway, the point is, I love you, damn it. So well, if you'll have me, I want to be your boyfriend. I mean, yes, I know I have so little self-control that I let you rope me into that little intercrural session, but just please.
お兄ちゃん、本気なんだ。
Of course I do, and I would never joke about this.
うん、わかった。お兄ちゃん、本気なんだね。
I do.
だったら、いいよ。キスしても。
It seems my persistence has paid off.
私もお兄ちゃんとキスしたいもん。お兄ちゃんと恋人同士になりたいもん。私もお兄ちゃんのこと好き。もちろん兄弟としてじゃなくてだよ。
Emmy,
だからお兄ちゃんの告白の答えは OK です。
then we can mark tonight the moment you and I became lovers, can't we? Not with sex, right? not with sex, right? Lovers. Just saying the word makes me feel self-conscious again.
まだ実感がないけど、私たちもう恋人なんだね。嬉しいけど、でもなんか変な感じかも。私たちは兄弟なのに恋人だなんて。
We're doing both at the same time. A unique type of relationship just for us. I feel like I'm kind of projecting a bit here, but because Emmy's anxiety is pretty similar to me. We basically have, you know, trouble believing, trusting other people. But because of that, that's also the reason why I think I'm sort of incapable of loving other people outside of myself, right? So the fact that Emmy loves, well, maybe that's because she found Ren back when they were kids, and kids are a lot more susceptible to, you know, fluctuating emotions. While I actually fester these emotions, right, as I grew up alone. So it's a bit believable, I suppose. It's a bit believable. Because if I were in Emmy's shoes, I definitely will not have any sort of fondness or love towards anyone. At least the sort of love. Okay, I thought my neighbor was actually using the grinder. It's not raining anymore. But if he is, I'm gonna go downstairs. A unique type of relationship just for us.
恋人のお兄ちゃんに私のマナーを教えてあげる。
Real name? Like your actual true name? I recall Riria mentioning true names before. It makes sense that Emmy would have one too.
恋人のお兄ちゃんには知っておいてもらいたいから。別に名乗る義務なんてないけど、今のお兄ちゃんには知っててもらいたいの。私の本当の名前はエミリア・アルティメシア。
I feel like Ultimecia is something I've seen from a game or something. Emilia Ultimecia. You're not Emilia from ReZero though. Thank you for telling me. It's a beautiful name. But I think I'd be more comfortable still calling you Emmy from now on. Emmy is Emmy in my book, and that's not changing.
ありがとう、お兄ちゃん。
He smiles shyly.
ねえ、お兄ちゃん。キスしよう。
Yeah.
お兄ちゃん。
We press in close until our lips finally touch.
お兄ちゃん。
This isn't a play kissing that siblings might do when they're just little kids. We're lovers, so we're kissing like we mean it. The sensation of Emmy's soft lips traveled in a way for mine. I never kissed anyone when I was a kid. What sort of this kid kissing are you talking about? That's actually very weird. Do kids actually kiss, like, you know, other kids? What? And no, you don't really need to tongue yourself or something. You don't need a deep kiss to convey that you love someone. Emmy, you don't need the so-called adult kiss. Her skin feels nice and warm to the touch. I could keep doing this forever. Actually, I really wish I could. Emmy seems to feel the same way because neither of us moves to pull away. In our shared happiness, we briefly forget to even breathe. We continue to kiss as long as we can, as if to wipe away all of the hesitation that held us back as siblings.
息いっぱい止めちゃった。ずっとお兄ちゃんとキスしてたかったけど、酸欠になっちゃうから無理だね。残念。
Geez, Emmy, tone down the cuteness a little. Ah, this Ren is back again. I'm gonna puke. I'm already your boyfriend now. You don't need to work so hard to charm me anymore. Inwardly, I brace myself to preserve my self-control.
ねえ、お兄ちゃん。
Hmm?
お兄ちゃんはキスだけで満足できる？私はね、できそうにないよ。
We're not gonna jump straight to sex, right? What she means is, honestly, I don't think even intercrural would do it for me this time.
恋人なんだよ。スマタで終わりなわけないじゃん。お兄ちゃん、私とエッチする？
Well, that's damn quick. I think even with Miyabi, we actually still have like a buffer 8 scene before we jump straight to sex. I ought to reply with another kiss rather than words.
お兄ちゃん。
I can still show this for now. So we're still here, YouTube. I slowly lower Emmy onto the bed.
なんだか緊張してきちゃった。
I can tell that much from the expression on her face. That same bouncy, energetic sister I had isn't here. The Emmy in front of me is a mature woman. At least that's how I feel. Why? Haven't we done something similar already?
もうお兄ちゃんってばデリカシーがないんだから。前の妹股とはわけが違うんだからね。今の私たちは恋人なんだよ。
Sorry.
これから最後までしちゃうんだよ。そりゃ緊張もしちゃうよ。
I'm curious what the harem ending would be like in this game because some of the like situation is pretty serious enough that they actually feel like a harem ending is kind of weird. It must be contagious. Seeing her like this is getting me a bit flustered as well. Not that my heart wasn't already racing, I mean. I'm a little shaky on my end too.
じゃあお兄ちゃんと私はお揃いだね。
Despite the effect of her nerves, Emmy still manages to keep up that gentle tone. Hey Emmy,
何？
I've taken it as far as laying you down here, but I'm not sure how to continue. As embarrassing as it is to admit, it's my first time. Naturally, I don't know what I'm doing.
私も初めてだからよくわかんないよ。
Yeah, I thought so.
お互い初めてだから一緒に手探りでやっていこ
Oh, I'm so glad she said that.
う。ねえお兄ちゃん、とりあえずキスしよう。キスして。
You got it. As she wishes, I draw closer and let her rosy lips touch mine again. Just as we did before, our lips move constantly in search of each other, even while still in contact. Alright, Ren, can you like... make her naked so that we don't have to show this on YouTube? We don't need you moaning on YouTube right here, Remy. And yeah, I'm not gonna voice act this bullshit. Yeah, it's because, like, I can't voice act this, like, lovey-dovey stuff because I never actually feel comfortable doing so. I'm actually pretty comfortable with doing the voice acting for, like, Alvaro and Fia from Amayui because I actually do like Fia quite a bit. Maybe even a lot, actually. But usually, for the most part, I'm never able to love the characters that the main character loves in these games. So that's why they're usually just, you know, just there for fapping for me.
お兄ちゃん。
With each passing second, the passion between our lips mounts.
お兄ちゃん、もっといっぱいキスして。
Friend, can you open her bra or something, bro?
お兄ちゃん。
Brandon! Our kissing lights a fire in us both. Every passing second of it makes us crave each other more.
お兄ちゃん、唇と唇のキスだけで満足できる？私、お兄ちゃんともっと特別なキスがしたいよ。
Special, she says. Okay, then stick out your tongue, Emmy. This is gonna be here for a while, aren't we? She extends her tongue obediently, and I wind my own around it. We lean in closer, and now the kiss is that much deeper.
お兄さん。お兄さんの舌、あったかい。それに、ザラザラしてる。
I alternate between licking the top and underside of Emmy's tongue.
お兄さんの唾液が私の口の中にいっぱい。
With my mouth constantly open, my saliva should easily fall from my lips. But with remarkable skill, Emmy manages to move around in just the right way to keep that from happening. All while making sure that I get a good taste of hers. A good taste of hers? I think that should be her. I mean, if ASMR is okay on YouTube, this should be fine, right? It's all either of us can do to get a breath in here and there. We're too busy pushing it further to seek each other. Every motion elicits an equal reaction. Amy doesn't even bother to notice that her own saliva is freely dripping down. This is why I love voice acting Rant's H scenes. He doesn't do it for love, he do it for lust. You don't ever hear Rance actually call someone's name when he's having sex. He doesn't care, bro. Some people are into this though, right? Because they kind of want to have that girlfriend experience, which when I'm horny, that's not really the kind of thing that I want. Nor when I'm sober. Though I can't deny though that the Fia 8 scenes are good. That's because I like Fia, okay? It depends on the character. If you really like the character, I feel like you don't mind the romantic sort of sexual scenes. But if you're not really into the character, like, I don't mind Emmy, but I don't like her. I don't really like her, right? So I'm pretty much indifferent towards the scene. I'm like weirded out, in fact, because I'm kind of like a third wheel here. Our tongues separate for a moment, and Emmy uses that time to catch her breath. Emi's face has grown relaxed. She can't quite control her expression as well anymore.
お兄ちゃんと舌と舌でキスしちゃった。すごく気持ちよかった。
Well, I can definitely say this is a lot more romantic than what we did with Miyabi-senpai. That Miyabi scene was insane, bro. Using drugs actually got our first sex. All of our earlier nervousness is gone.
体どんどんほてって熱くなってきちゃった。私の心臓すごくドクンドクンいってるし、これじゃあお兄ちゃんに聞こえちゃいそう。はあ、それにちょっと息苦しいかも。
Emi's chest heaves up and down, feverish breath blowing into my face. Maybe you'll feel a bit more comfortable without those clothes.
そうやってお兄ちゃんは私の服を脱がそうとするんだ。もうエッチなんだから。
Nah, that's not it. I honestly do want you to feel better.
わかってるよ。冗談だってば。ねえ、お願いお兄ちゃん。私の服脱がして。
Alright, once the clothes are gone, they're off, guys. Or you guys are off. Even if she's wearing a bra. Yeah, I'm on it. I reach for her blouse and gingerly unfasten it, like a delicate treasure. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna show you guys anymore. So, past this point, patreon.com/Azaikyousuke. See you guys on YouTube. People on Patreon, I think I'm gonna voice act this for a bit. We'll see what's gonna happen.
お兄ちゃんと恋人同士になっちゃった。
Alright, we're back, YouTube. Now, that was a pretty intense H scene, I gotta say. I enjoyed voice acting it. Even though I do still feel like a third wheel whenever they call each other's name. Well, in Emi's case, she calls us Oni-chan, so it's not as weird. But in games where you're actually being called the name, well, in this one, you actually do get called Ren. Like in Miyabi's senpai's route, you get called Ren a lot, so it felt kind of weird, yeah, and awkward for the most part. Man, when we get to a game where the main character is called Azai, I'm gonna feel so good. Even though my real name isn't really Azai, but I'm using the alias like so long, I might as well just say I'm technically Azai at this point. Emi snuggles up to me, stating the obvious.
恋人恋人。
Saying it over and over doesn't make it any more or less true.
だって何回でも言いたい気分なんだもん。グヒヒ。
That giggle creeps me out though.
お兄ちゃんお兄ちゃん。私たちが恋人同士になったってことは、私はこれでブラコン卒業だよね。
No? Huh?
前にも言ったけど、恋人ってことは兄弟じゃないってことでしょ？
No? Well, maybe? In 9-9, I guess Sora did say that. She doesn't want us to be lovers, but she still wants to be siblings because it's weird, man. No, one form of relationship doesn't replace the other.
でも私がお兄ちゃんにラブラブするのは恋人だから必然ってことだよね。
I don't get girls, man.
つまりそれってブラコンじゃないってこと。
Somehow, I think you've forgotten the original meaning of brother complex.
私はもともとポンコツじゃなかったけど、ポンコツ卒業しちゃったよ。
Outlandish logic aside, at least Emi's happy.
ねえ、お兄ちゃん。
Hmm?
今日は一緒に寝てもいい？
We gotta wash up first, okay, Emi? Of course, why not?
やったー！お兄ちゃん大好き。
We gotta wash up first, okay? You guys better wash up. In the morning, we'll awake as a couple. With that in mind, we both lie down and fall asleep in each other's arms. Wash up, damn you! You covered her in semen, Ren! No, we did it twice. That's good enough, Emi. It was a pretty hot CG, by the way, guys. And you guys on YouTube missed it, but oh my god, is she giving me a morning blowjob? Don't do this, Emi. Emi, don't do this. Emi? Suddenly, I wake to find myself in the midst of intense simulation. Emi! This episode on YouTube is gonna be like less than an hour like this. What am I hearing? It sounds so much sticky, like someone is lubricating something. And I'm aware that the sensation is spreading from my crotch. It's keeping my head all fuzzy. Ugh. Ugh. I really should get up. I force my eyelids open. See ya, YouTube. Ow! Don't do this! However, I'm still not quite able to process what I'm seeing. Is this gonna be a scene? I'm not hearing the music yet, so this might be just not an 8 scene. This might just be her trying to give us a blowjob, but we're not gonna get into like a really wrong 8 scene or something. I don't know though. I don't know. They did make a CG for this. Ah! Patreon.com Azaikyousuke. You guys on YouTube are seeing Jack squat this episode, bros. Oh my god. You're a demon, Emmy! We're back, YouTube, but I think we're just gonna call it an episode right here. God damn, Emmy. I don't know whether or not Emmy's an actual angel because she doesn't seem like an angel with the amount of sex we've had so far. Sis bridge? What the fuck does that even mean? Are we gonna do the bridge, like this sex position called the bridge or something? Okay, I'm done, guys. You guys on YouTube probably won't be seeing a lot of this episode. Probably like barely an hour or something. Maybe even less than an hour. I don't know. But I've been recording for 2 hours. This succubus just has double back-to-back 8 scenes like a crazy bitch. But alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon will be getting these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. YouTube will also be getting these early access but nothing uncensored. So sorry there, YouTube members. For people that aren't on YouTube, or sorry, that aren't on Patreon, but how do I usually say it on the back? God damn it! Because I stopped midway. I forgot how to say the ending outro now. For people that aren't on Patreon yet, but are on YouTube. Oh man, I forgot. But yeah, people on YouTube that aren't on Patreon, just yet, there we go. I'll be releasing first episode previews for future playthroughs. God damn it, this is why I shouldn't talk during my outros, because it's like it's basically at this point a habit or muscle memory about what I say at the very end. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Whew. Tomorrow, people on Patreon, enjoy Amayui, because I will be going into more depth about what I said about love and all that.